Hello. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. From the silly to the serious, the sad to the sage, and from the profane to the profound, there are all kinds of quotes. You guessed it. Welcome to episode 3 of Letters from Balconius Maximus. Today's topic, quotes. One of my favorites is from Matthew chapter 12, verse 34, because it was so revealing when it says, "The mouth speaks what the heart is full of." And that shall be one of the guidelines that I use as I present this series of letters. People always say that, the Moody Blues sang, "A beam of light will fill your head, and you'll remember what's been said by all the good men this world's ever known." Well, my memory has a mind of its own, so I'll do my best. There are so many quotes in so little time, so here we go. Continuing with today, here's a new quote that I got, and I have to read it to you because I don't have it memorized yet. It says, "Today is the oldest you have ever been, yet the youngest you shall ever be. So enjoy this day while it lasts." I'm a kid, so I play with silly quotes, and this one's kind of more adult-related, but here we go. The quote is, "I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy." And now, disclaimer, for those of you who do not imbibe, I am reminded of the words of Captain Sligo. That was actor Richard Basehart in an episode of Gunsmoke, the old TV series, where he said that something about drinking was to save yourself from the pride of total abstinence. So there you go. That's my spirituality story with that one, and I'm sticking to it. Then you have those old age wisdoms. A penny saved is a penny earned. Ben Franklin. Then follow the money. That's an important one. We'll be dealing with that later when I talk about the Federal Reserve. Something that they definitely do. And then there are wonderful bumper stickers. One of my favorites has always been, I saw this, I remember, the summer of '79, "If God had intended for people to go around naked, they'd have been born that way." I just love it because it's a spoof on "If man was meant to fly, he'd have wings" kind of thing. Another sticker I saw at the same time was "The moral majority is neither." And that's obviously dating itself, but there you go. Another one was "Bankrupt the CIA, boycott cocaine." So anyway, and then one of my favorite ones is "Don't steal, the government hates competition." And if I'm not mistaken, that was sitting on the desk of former Congressman Ron Paul and in his congressional office. Anyway, one that I kind of came up with is, "Life is a joyful journey, not a guilt trip, so enjoy the ride." Speaking of which, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Well, isn't that the truth? Put another way, eat your elephants one bite at a time. Big projects are like that. And then there's talking about journeys. It relates to the gospel line, "Seek and you shall find." Put another way, ask the right question and the universe will open up to you. I think that's a beautiful expression. Now, the interesting thing about that, no one ever tells you how long that journey or that adventure quest is going to take, but or if birds will be chirping and interfering with the process, but it's okay. We'll get there. And that's where the dynamic tapestry of life throws us a curve, because it requires that we then learn other such things as patience as well. So, thank you, and I hope the little bird flies off. But anyway, told you Balconius Maximus is going to be live and with interruptions and impromptu, and here we go. Then there's quotes in question form, and here's one that struck me today. "Why do we kill other people to prove the killing is wrong?" Oh, by the way, similarly, here is one for the NSA and all those proponents of spy drones that are polluting and trespassing on my airspace. "Keep your laws off my body. And while you're at it, keep your actions off me as well." And that brings us to a certain point. My dear friend Sister Dismas once said, "Stand for something or you'll fall for anything." It's very true. And one of the things when you talk about a stand that needs to be said is, the picture paints 1,000 words. Well, here's a picture that paints 1,000 words, and I hope you'll get its meaning. With that said, boy, didn't that say a lot. And you didn't have to hear me ramble. Then, of course, there is the most famous subject of all, and that's love. Everybody loves to talk about love. I love love. That was even the song. The song once said, I love love and I hate hate. There you go. Figure that one out, huh? Anyway, I was thinking of love God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And of course, that's right up there with all you need is love. And then, of course, the famous line, 3 things remain, faith, hope, and love, and the greatest is love. Going back to the wonderful Moody Blues I mentioned earlier, one of their songs says, wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you say, say it, say it, say it, say it with love. Oh, bless those guys. And by the way, for the record, it's really messed up that those guys are not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Justin, Graham, John, Ray, all the people who play with you, you deserve to be there. You'll get there. That's for sure. Anyway, because it's quite clear, you guys are not just singers in a rock and roll band. Well, now I'm going to touch a little bit on motivation. There are all kinds of motivational quotes. One of my favorite ones I got from a Christian song. Says, God didn't teach you to swim just to let you drown. For those of you who don't believe in God, you can say life didn't teach you to swim to let you drown. But there you go. One of my favorite exclamations, woo, fries! Now that's an exclamation of joy. Keeps me going. It's meant to get you pumped up, and there you go. Another one that's more practical comes from my blue buddy Bob, who would say, you've come too far to quit now. And isn't that the truth? So, and then another thing that really gets me motivated, it makes me think, is one that my buddy Mike recently shared, who said, God will not help you through that which He can perfect you through. Food for thought. I'd like to end with on a triumphant note, and the note being the subject of triumph. Again, I can't cover all the quotes in this short time, but there's a couple things that I'd like to share just for fun, and I say this with respect for all paths of faith and thought, and this one goes out to Christians for them to enjoy, and that is, it's the glory of Jesus that triumphs in our souls. Or should I say it like the Southern minister, it's the glory of Jesus that triumphs in our souls. Or put another way, es la gloria de Jesús que triunfa en nuestras almas. You are chosen to sing and dance with the angels. There you go. There's another thought. To bring things to conclusion, the many things I could share, never anything too wise, but it's just in a good spirit. May you eat in bed, sleep on the floor, and dance on the table. Thank you, Owen Fife. Bless your heart for that one. You're a great man and minstrel and friend to many people. And as Ringo Starr would say, and now's the time to say good night, good night. Y'all come back now, you hear? This is Paul signing off. See you next time.